Hello and welcome to Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool at White Hart Lane. Live brought to you by Total Football. So just the team news now. Tottenham Hotspur start with Hugo Lloris in goal. They've got Eric Dier, the new signing at right back. The young centre back, he's naturally a centre back, has already got 2 goals for Tottenham Hotspur in his first 2 games. Will we see if he can get a third today in front of the White Hart Lane faithful? They've got Yunus Kabul and Jan Vertonghen at centre back, and Danny Rose left back. We've got 2 holding midfield players in Nabil Bentaleb and Etienne Capoue. Eric Lamela right mid, Nasa Chadli left mid, and Christian Eriksen behind Emmanuel Adebayor. So Liverpool have got a 4-1-2-1-2 formation with Simon Mignolet in goal. New signing Javier Manquillo on loan is right back. Mamadou Sakho, Dejan Lovren at centre back with Alberto Moreno left back. Steven Gerrard is going to be playing as a sitting midfield player with Henderson and Allen both slightly further forward as out-and-out centre mids, just sort of a bit wider. Raheem Sterling is going to be playing in the number 10 role behind the striker, behind Daniel Sturridge and new signing Mario Balotelli, who's making his Liverpool debut today. So we're underway with 30 seconds into this game now, and it's been, well, just a casual start from both sides in the opening minute here. Simon Mignolet urging his players forward as he hoofs it downfield. Balotelli goes up for it. It's been a while since we've said his name in the Premier League, and I'm sure many people are excited because he's a player that you love to hate and you love to watch. Mario Balotelli, his entertainment value is absolutely phenomenal. He's always in the headlines, and he's just great to talk about, and he's great to have in the Premier League because it just adds more talking points, more controversy, and sometimes more class if he's having a good day. Scored a goal of the season in the Serie A last season. His first involvement in a Liverpool shirt is giving the ball straight to Emmanuel Adebayor, but it was Javier Manquillo and Dejan Lovren that cleared the danger. Simon Mignolet's kick goes straight to Nabil Bentaleb. Vertonghen all the way back to Lloris. Brendan Rodgers dismissed claims that there's a bad behaviour clause in Mario Balotelli's contract, that he gets docked pay if he misbehaves or is naughty. I mean, that seemed like an unrealistic clause, to be honest, because it's so general saying that it's bad behaviour. I mean, it'd need to be so specific in the contract. Here is Sturridge, crossing position, floats in towards Balotelli, saved, and Balotelli could have had his first goal in a Liverpool shirt 2 minutes into his debut. What a great ball that is from Daniel Sturridge. The header in the end is straight into Hugo Lloris. It's a good save though. Great ball in from Sturridge at the back post. Lloris got across. It was a good save, and Danny Rose is happy to concede the corner. Oh no, in fact it came off Mario Balotelli last, and it was a goal kick. Mario Balotelli got 18 goals last season, but he took an astonishing 87 shots in the Serie A last season, and well, he didn't. That is the highest shots taken in Europe all last season for Mario Balotelli. Well, not for Mario Balotelli. In any of the top European leagues, nobody in Europe had more shots than Mario Balotelli last season, and he only scored 18. So, well, he had a good goal-scoring season, but AC Milan had a bad season, and he's stepped up his game. Big move to Liverpool, who are a force on the European radar once again. AC Milan, however, finishing 10th last season. Nasa Chadli. Oh, Mignolet came out and punched it against Chadli's face, which ended up in a goal kick. There's a good ball through there from Bentaleb, just hooks it the Algerian international. He had a good World Cup, Bentaleb, and he's definitely a star for them for the future, and definitely a star for Spurs. He's shown a lot of promise. Vertonghen's won the header. Now it's Bentaleb again. Inside, Lamela controls. Lamela had a really shaky start for Spurs last season. Oh, Balotelli's been brought down there by Danny Rose. Free kick to Liverpool. Phil Dowd not brandishing a card this early on for the England left back, Danny Rose. Nah, he's only had 2 caps for England, Danny Rose. It's going to be Steven Gerrard to whip it in. He's got plenty of aerial options in Mamadou Sakho, Dejan Lovren. Of course, Mario Balotelli to aim for. It's in towards Lovren, headed up and away. It's Balotelli versus Adebayor in a race to the ball. Adebayor wins. Plays it inside to Kaboul, who deals with it well. Adebayor again. This is great play by Spurs, getting out of the box. Adebayor charging down the middle of the field there. And he's played it to Dia, who couldn't get there. Moreno with a great sliding tackle to stop the attack when it was really looking dangerous. Really high tempo start here at White Hart Lane. This game easily swing either way in the opening stages. First goal will be absolutely vital. Bentaleb. Rose. Advancing slowly here is Eric Lamela. Eriksson. Diaz in loads of space on the right hand side. He's found him. And he's crossed it in. And it's blocked by Steven Gerrard. Now Tottenham have a corner. Obviously, Tottenham have got lots to aim for in the middle as well. Bentaleb's tall, so is Kaboul. Vertonghen's good in the air. Adebayor, Bentaleb. They've got Chadley as well, who isn't small. A few aerial options. It's crossed in towards Chadley, and he never even found the target there. And Kaboul's retained possession for Spurs. Bentaleb carries it forward again, looking to start another attack. Really action-packed start here between Tottenham Hotspur, who did get Europe, and also Liverpool, who got Champions League for the first time in a few seasons. Their second place finish last year. Manchester City stealing the title from them. And Dejan Lovren deals with the danger there as it looked to build. Throw in to Tottenham. Rose launches it inside towards Bentaleb. Can't really find a key pass, so he's played it back to Etienne Capoue. Here he is again. Great ball to Dia there. Headed away, but only as far as Bentaleb again. Balotelli was the one getting back there to the left wing and helping defend. What I was saying before about Eric Lamela, he's currently under his 3rd boss in 2 seasons, well, in a season and a bit for Tottenham Hotspur, and he really had a poor. Oh, Sturridge just played it to Henderson, who's dragged it across the area. Sterling 1-0 to Liverpool, and Liverpool lead inside 10 minutes here. It's another quick start in a Premier League game, and it's Raheem Sterling to open the scoring, getting on the end of a great move for Liverpool. All started with Henderson. Sturridge took it down the wing a bit, poked it through to Henderson again, who was in a great position to square it across to Raheem Sterling, who couldn't have had an easier finish. Great move, great play, and a great goal from Liverpool. And it's crucial because these two teams are going to be battling for Champions League and Europa this season. Liverpool considering themselves title contenders, and this is where you got to prove it at stages like this. And 7 minutes it has taken them to prove to us all that they are serious this season. After a 3-1 loss to Manchester City on Monday night, a lot of people may have begun to doubt Liverpool. They beat Tottenham 4-0 and 5-0 last season. And Tottenham are going to have to work hard to make sure it's not another embarrassing defeat to the Merseyside club. Capoue switches it to Dia. He's brought it down well. Bentaleb. Spurs looking to build something now. Chips it over the top towards Adebayor. We can't have an instant hit back. Adebayor's chipped the keeper and chipped the goal as well. It's onto the roof of the net, inches away from an immediate strike back from Tottenham Hotspur. It's a beautiful ball by Ben Taleb for Adebayor, who lets it bounce and tries to loft it over Simon Mignolet on the bounce. And it's so close to just dipping under the crossbar. He just put a little too much on it there. The Togo international, Emmanuel Adebayor. Vertonghen heads forward. Chadley brings it down. He got it away from Manquillo and from Lovren, and Gerrard got back to smash it out for a throw-in and defend once again for Liverpool where he is needed. So 10 minutes in now, and Tottenham Hotspur trail to Liverpool 1-0 after Raheem Sterling got on the end of a great move. Rose throws it into Lamela. Great first touch. Couldn't get it through. Multiple bodies and it deflected up against Lamela's hand. And once again, I'll try to finish what I was saying about Lamela. This season, he has really looked a different player. We're seeing the Lamela we saw at Roma 2 seasons ago. He was beating defenders. He's playing absolutely out of his socks. And he had a man-of-the-match performance like no other against Queen's Park Rangers last weekend. He was pivotal in their 4-0 win. And, well, he's going to be key for Spurs in their fight for Europa and Champions League this year. Sturridge couldn't keep it under his control. Lamela tried to turn. Balotelli fouled him. That's his second foul of the game already. Mario Balotelli, and you'll see a lot more of that this season, I'm sure. Will Mario Balotelli use this Liverpool switch to complete his potential? He started at Inter Milan, the rivals of his boyhood club, under Jose Mourinho. Manchester City signed him up, and Roberto Mancini just couldn't control his attitude, his personalities. He just wasn't. And then he was sold to AC Milan for £20 million. He had a couple of decent seasons for Mario Balotelli. He wasn't awful at AC Milan, but he wasn't his best. He did show glimpses of still being the class that he is. He scored a few beautiful goals, like the goal of the season in Serie A last season. Will he complete his potential here for Liverpool? And Sturridge has picked it up, driving towards the Liverpool defence. Couple of step overs inside. He takes a shot and it's just wide there from Daniel Sturridge. It was great skill, great play to work the shot, and just couldn't get it on target. He did the hard bit, Daniel Sturridge, but it just bobbled outside of Hugo Lloris's post. I'm sure the French international goalkeeper had it covered. Lamela pings it out wide to Nacer Chadli, who's going to try and work across there. If he can get past Manquillo, he can. Lamela tried to poke it back to Chadli, and they were on different wavelengths there. As or it could have been Danny Rose there that Lamela was expecting to run. Never really happened for him, and it's rolled out for a goal kick. So Lloris hits it forward, headed back at them by Kabul, and then again by Dyer. Balotelli's kept it in. Oh, and a cheeky flick there towards Sturridge, but Dyer is adjudged to have fouled him there, and it's a free kick to Liverpool. He was a bit rough on Sturridge. I think it was high boot in the end that he was penalised for. Oh, he's pulling his shirt. And he's dragged Sturridge to the ground. Good decision by Phil Dowd. And it will be Steven Gerrard to swing it in from the left flank. Definitely a great crossing position here for the Liverpool skipper, retired from international football after England's World Cup misery this summer. It's in by Gerrard. Balotelli in the back post, heads it just wide. And that's 2 chances now for Super Mario that he is just scuppered. The first one straight at Lloris. That header, he really needs to hit the target. He really needs to hit the target there. I think he might have seen it late because Kabul jumped up in front of him. But no excuse there for him. He should be hitting the target. Lloris has cleared it straight out to Henderson, and back come Liverpool. Balotelli tried to poke it out wide to Manquillo, and it didn't have enough power on the pass. And Danny Rose shepherded it out for a goal kick. Balotelli creates plenty of opportunities. My favourite stat about Mario Balotelli is that he's only ever had one Premier League assist, and that Premier League assist was Sergio Aguero's title-winning goal for Manchester City. You have one assist, and it is the most important assist in Manchester City's club history. So I wonder what kind of reception he'll get when he goes back there. I don't think it'll be negative. So it is a corner to Tottenham, which Christian Eriksen will swing in here. It's in towards Dyer, headed away by Sturridge, then away by Moreno. Sterling's won it in the air. Great play between him and Henderson, and he tried to poke it towards Manquillo. And there's a foul against Sterling there, I think it was, or against Alberto Moreno. Those two, some great interchanging play going up the left flank there for Tottenham Hotspur. Great 1-2s. And I think Moreno tripped Rose as he shielded the ball to try and let it run through for Sterling again. Another good decision there from the referee. Kabul. Bentaleb. Eriksen. Rose. Crossing position. He tried to get it past Manquillo. And it was good defending. Balotelli. Back heels to Manquillo. Very nicely done there from him. Henderson. Now it's Moreno. Liverpool look to take it forward again with Alberto Moreno, the £60 million signing from Sevilla. This last game for Sevilla was a European Super Cup final in Cardiff against Real Madrid, in which they lost 2-0 through 2 Cristiano Ronaldo goals. Then he said farewell to his fans and his players on the pitch, emotionally, in tears. That's when it was apparent that his Liverpool move had been agreed and it was set to be completed the next morning, where it was all smiles for the young Spaniard, who has got a few international caps, but he's been kept out the side mainly by Jordi Alba, who is going to take a lot of beating because he's been compared to Jordi Alba. Moreno, it's going to take a lot of beating a player like that because he is a great left back, the Barcelona and Spain international. So it's Moreno to launch down the line. Kabul heads it back out for another throw-in. Balotelli's work rate seems to have improved due to Brendan Rodgers. I mean, he's back and helping out his defence a few times. Bit of step-overs from Sterling there, and he left the ball behind. And Spurs deal with it easily. Eriksen clears up with the pass. It's a risky one there from Capoue, but Spurs still come out with possession. Good play there from Danny Rose to keep it. And Vertonghen plays it back to Lloris, who smashed it downfield, but straight to Dejan Lovren. And Liverpool have possession once again. Oh, both teams playing a high-risk game right now. And it ends up back with Hugo Lloris. We've got a goal in the Aston Villa Hull City game. Aston Villa lead 1-0 there through Gabby Agbonlahor. Alberto Moreno looking to take another throw in down that left-hand side for the Premier League runners-up. Balotelli, Moreno. Great little bit of footwork there. Finds Gerrard. Spreads it to Manquillo. Henderson, Gerrard, Lovren. Great fast play here from Liverpool. Good pressure from Adebayor, and Liverpool did well to avoid that. Sterling, Sacco again. Now it's Allen. On the turn to Balotelli. Couldn't take the ball with him there. Through Eriksen and Dyer. Eriksen had a good first season for Tottenham Hotspur last year. Got a few goals. But we've definitely not seen the best of him. He's still only 22 years old, the Danish playmaker. And we will see a lot more of Christian Eriksen. He looked absolutely spectacular in his Ajax days. But nobody paid the fee. And then with a 1 year left on his contract, Ajax were looking for some sort of money out of him, and Spurs paid just 12 million for Christian Eriksen, who is definitely a star of the future at 22 years old. Mignolet to clear. Spurs applying pressure really far up, but it's floated further over the midfielders to Henderson. Lovren. Mignolet. Liverpool knocking it about, just trying to let Tottenham waste a bit of energy, I think, here on chasing the ball around. Maybe looking to frustrate their opponents. Did this quite a bit against Manchester City. Didn't quite work from them. And that's a rare skewed pass by Steven Gerrard. He tried picking out Alberto Moreno on the left flank, and it was way above him. And that is rare from Steven Gerrard. His pass is normally so accurate. Adebayor couldn't get his toe around Sacco to poke it. And it ended up with Simon Mignolet, who's got all the time in the world to pick a pass. Finds Manquillo, who knocked it straight to a white shirt. And now Tottenham have the ball. They had a really fast, pacey start from both teams. Lots of chances, lots of action, but it's sort of quelled in the past 5-6 minutes or so. A lot of passing. And Capoue, Lamela running towards the defence. Eriksen, Capoue, good play there from Eriksen to spot Capoue and keep the ball. Eriksen, one more to Lamela. Balotelli's the one to cut it out. He chased it down, but Vertonghen clears it all the way forward to Adebayor, who is offside. And the chance is gone there. Adebayor obviously not agreeing that he was offside. Insists that he wasn't. But he was. He's just behind Mamadou Sakho as the ball's played. About a yard further back than the defence. And it's a good spot by the linesman because he was behind a red shirt. Oh, Sturridge with a beautiful Maradona turn through 3 Tottenham players, but Sakho's giving it away to Adebayor, and Lovren comes to cut it out. Great tackle, wonderful bit of skill from Sturridge, and Sakho gives it away stupidly to Eriksen, who just tapped it forward for Adebayor to run onto, and it's Dejan Lovren that clears it for a corner in the end. Eriksen to provide the ball in towards Chadli again, and away by Sturridge again. So both of Spurs' corners have gone so far, and Bentaleb's pass went back over his head. Sterling tried to play it through to, I think it was Alberto Moreno going through, and it was well cut out by Danny Rose, who's having a good game so far and wins a throw-in. Horrible mistake from the young Algerian, who tried to hook it back into the box, and he didn't keep his eye on the ball there. He scuffed it and he couldn't get it forward. It's gone back over his head for the pace of Raheem Sterling to latch onto, and he couldn't quite find the run of Moreno. Adebayor keeps the ball well. Here's Ericsson. Moreno doing his job there. And conceding another throw-in. Throwing straight through towards Lamela. It's a good throw-in there. Ericsson heads it back into the box, and Gerrard gets back up on his feet to smash downfield. Kabul, he's lost it to Henderson. There's a chance on here for Liverpool, and Balotelli's going to get there. The pass was heavy by Jordan Henderson, and it was a very hard challenge there from Eric Dyer. Balotelli is rolling around. I think he got the ball, but I'm not sure how hard he went in actually on Balotelli and made contact. So Balotelli gets there first, and Dia definitely gets the ball, but he's in so hard on Balotelli, and it was a throw-in taken by Liverpool in the end and wasted by Liverpool in the end. Sterling. Good old-fashioned fullback's challenge from the natural centre-back. Thrown to Joe Allen. Crossed in towards Henderson. Shielded by Ben Sleb as Rose tries to head away, and Manquillo hooked it back into the box only to find Yunus Kabul. Really interesting how Eric Dier actually found his football career. He was on holiday with his family and was at a football camp sort of thing within a resort, and a Sporting Lisbon scout happened to be there with his child, and ended up seeing Eric Dyer's quality and picking him up for Sporting Lisbon at the age of 7, and he spent most of his life there. Now he speaks fluent Portuguese, the England under-21, and now Spurs have picked him up at the age of 19, and it's a big move for him, but for the fee of only £4 million. Well played by Ericsson to keep the ball there. It's Chadley. Really is a fairy tale story for Dyer, and a dream come true to be playing here for Tottenham. Dyer. Lamela. Kabul. In towards Adebayor, and Lovren headed it away. Sacco to hook it away even further. Kabul to head it back. Ended up with Eric Lamela after the game of volleyball that was going on between the two sides. Dyer, Chadley. Dyer again. Capu. Driving at the defence, and he tried to play it through towards Lamela, and it was cut out well. And Balotelli's back doing defensive work again for Liverpool. He's done really well defensively when he's needed to, and is that something Brendan Rodgers has etched into him in his first few days of being at Spurs. Ericsson's come inside too easily there. It's Rose to shoot with his right foot, and I don't think he could have gotten that more wide if he tried. Almost a throw-in. Almost. Way too easy for Ericsson. He's way too agile for Gerrard in that situation, and he really has rushed the shot under pressure from Sacco. Good defending from Sacco. And Joe Allen's been booked by the referee after an advantage played against him. He was pulling Lamela back after and was judged to have fouled him. Definite booking. Allen didn't complain. A few of his teammates did, however, but I think he knew that it was the right decision. Adebayor holding it up, waiting for more support. And he's done very well there. Used his strength, and he's still got it. He's gotten away from Lovren and Sterling. Now he's trying to take it further forward. Wonderful run from Adebayor. Now it's Rose who's offside. I think Adebayor just played it too late to him. So Manuel Adebayor, he's played at quite a few of the top Premier League clubs. He's played at Manchester City, Arsenal, and rivals Tottenham. He can go straight from Arsenal to Tottenham. He took a gap of a couple of years of Manchester City in between. There's been rumours ever since he moved to Spurs, really, that linking him away from the club to foreign clubs or maybe to teams like Queen's Park Rangers or West Ham. But he had a good end to the season last season, and he started very promisingly as well here. Henderson, Balotelli, back heel to Sturridge, who takes a shot, and it's a great save by Hugo Lloris. Most keepers would have pushed that out for a corner, but not this man. He's held onto it well. Balotelli with a very cheeky back heel that created space for Sturridge to take the shot, and it was going into the far corner, if not for Tottenham Hotspur and France's number one, Hugo Lloris. Bentaleb. Vertonghen. Oh, it's a lazy ball back, but Lloris is comfortable in spreading it to Kabul, who's been tackled by Balotelli, but it fell back to Kabul, luckily for Tottenham. Too comfortable in possession there almost, Tottenham. And the fans urging them forward as they break. Eriksen. Cheeky ball out wide to Dyer. Naturally centre back, so his crossing hasn't been the best at right back, but that's not a bad ball in. Just a bit too high for anyone. It's Rose now, the more natural fullback, with an even worse cross for Moreno to hook down line to Balotelli, who's holding it up well. He's using good strength against Kabul, and he's used his pace to get away from Kabul and chipped it over to Sturridge, and it's just too cool. Balotelli's got it! Balotelli shoots on the volley, and wow, that could have easily been his first goal. It's another chance for him, and wow, he's done fantastic to begin the move. Gave it to Sturridge. It was cleared by Lloris straight to Balotelli, open net, and he's lashed the volley wide from about 35 yards, and a smile on Brendan Rodgers' face as he put that one horribly wide. If maybe I'd taken a second or third touch there, Balotelli, he could have really hit the target, because we know he can strike it from range. We've seen a few of his goals, but that one was never perfect. He never connected with it well, and Balotelli has wasted another Liverpool chance. And Manquillo's dragged down Danny Rose. It's been given against Tottenham Hotspur there to the fans and Danny Rose's complaints, but nothing they really could have done there. And Balotelli definitely making an impact for Liverpool on his debut, that's safe to say. Don't think he'll quite live up to his predecessor, Luis Suarez. He could have had a hat-trick by now, Mario Balotelli. Couple of headers and a solid 35-yard volley, and he'll have a dream Liverpool debut, but it's not really happened for him today. You know, he does have days like that. He's been the talking point of the past couple of weeks. Adebayor has it now, chance for Spurs maybe to level if they can break well, and cut out with a great sliding tackle from Steven Gerrard. Manquillo back to Mignolet, and coolly dispatched by Mignolet out wide to Manquillo again. Balotelli tried to poke it on to Sturridge. Well played by Bentaleb to keep it in play. Eriksen couldn't quite find Chadley as he burst through the middle with an exciting run. Just under 15 minutes left to play, and the score is still Liverpool 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0 at White Hart Lane. Here is Sterling. Good touch by Sturridge. And he's passed it out of play there, Daniel Sturridge. And he thinks he was fouled, Daniel Sturridge. As he often does have a few complaints. Sacco right up in the air. Allen's kept it in play. Sterling. Allen again. Sturridge. Good dancing feet there to keep it. Gerrard too slow and he's lost the ball. Ericsson couldn't bring it under his spell. And it's a poor pass there that Manquillo just manages to get to. The loney fullback from Atletico Madrid. Sterling. Henderson. Lovren. Gerrard. Sterling to Henderson again. Liverpool can't really find an angle to attack from right now. Bit of play in one area of the pitch, but they've switched it to Sacco and Moreno who get involved, and now it's back to the other side with Lovren and Manquillo. Liverpool have done well to sign 2 fullbacks this season because that's been one of their biggest points of criticism in recent seasons. Oh, Sterling's pass was poor, and it's an advantage as Tottenham break with Eric Lamela. He can't get round Gerrard. He's found Adebayor. Adebayor crossing towards Chadley. Lovren heads it away. It wasn't the best ball in. And I think we'll see a booking here for the Liverpool player that made that challenge. Couldn't quite see who it was when play catches up. It's too cool from Liverpool here. They're inviting so much pressure from Tottenham, and it's eventually away by the Liverpudlians. And Balotelli with a great bit of control and had to carry it forward. Sturridge. Not got much on. He's given it to Sterling. Moreno was to his left, but he gave it back to Sturridge, and it's into Sterling again. Away by Kabul, only to Henderson, who gives it back post to Moreno, who volleyed. And it's right back to the other side again, and Henderson's kept it in again. Liverpool's attack keeps building. Gerrard, Manquillo. Such great movement of the ball here, and Gerrard's given it away again, but he's kept it only just with a toe poke to Moreno, and Gerrard is the veteran midfielder past his day here. He's not having the best of days today. Joe Allen trying to drive inside, and Ben Taleb just eases him off the ball with his forearm, and now Spurs are the ones trying to break. I think the referee has just remembered the sliding challenge, and it looks like Javier Manquillo is in a bit of trouble. It was a definite booking, and the referee has brought it back after a solid 2 or 3 minutes of action-packed play, and the ref has done well not to forget about it, which obviously referees can't do. And we got another goal in the Aston Villa Hull City game as Andreas Weimann converts Kieran Richardson's cutback after a superb move. 2-0 to Aston Villa against Hull City. In the Aston Villa Hull City game as Andreas Weimann converts Kieran Richardson's putback. Just a bit of a activeless play, no real action happening last minute or so. Well, admittedly, I wasn't watching the game, but there was nothing too action-packed happening because I would have heard the crowd with a few roars, but it's just been silent. Spurs knocking it about, but it's a good ball forward there to Chadley, who's looking to break down the left-hand side. He's got Rose to his left, options in the middle, and it's a bad pass to Rose, and a good tackle by Manquillo deflects it back against Rose, and it's a Liverpool goal kick. Good defending there by the cautioned right back. No real killer pass on there for Chadley or Rose. They didn't have the best options, but Chadley's ball to Rose in the end wasn't superb whatsoever. Mauricio Pochettino sits in the Tottenham Hotspur bench with a glare of thought on his face. Now it's Lamela using good strength to hold off Sacco, who in the end tries to put it on his left foot to clear and couldn't. Moreno's passed it through Allen's legs, basically straight to Bentaleb, but it was cut out, and then a good tackle by Bentaleb puts it Balotelli's way. Henderson, Manquillo slowed the attack down that pass, but Liverpool still look to advance. Manquillo's got so much space to run into, and Henderson's trying to urge him forward. Manquillo just kept giving it back to him there, and that attack that looked so promising seems to have just broken down into more passing from Liverpool. Raheem Sterling couldn't dance round Capoue like we know he can. Adebayor couldn't dance round Sterling like, well, can he? Fouled Sterling anyway, trying to keep the ball. For a big lad, Adebayor does have some good feet on him. Very much a veteran Premier League striker now, Emmanuel Adebayor. And there's not many of those these days. See players like Wayne Rooney, Sergio Aguero, not really. Wayne Rooney is, Robin Van Persie is. Not too many veteran strikers out there anymore in the Premier League. There's a few. Ricky Lambert, one of them for Liverpool, definitely. Although he hasn't been in the Premier League for too many years, thinking about it. Eric Dyer heads away a Sterling cross. It's Manquillo, Gerrard, Allen. Allen couldn't control it, and it's passed away. Poor ball there by Lovren, and here goes Emmanuel Adebayor. Lovren's quicker, and Lovren gets a good tackle in. Chadley picks it up. Looking for a cross. He's played it back to Danny Rose. Can he strike it better this time? It's Christian Eriksen ends up with the ball. And he has got nothing on here, Eriksen. Tried to float it in towards Rose, and it was headed away by Lovren, who made the initial mistake to invite this Tottenham Hotspur pressure. Capoue, Bentaleb. Bentaleb again. Oh, poor pass there from Capoue. Invited a bit of Daniel Sturridge pressure. But Spurs keep the ball. Eriksen. Lamela. Can he come inside? Couple of step overs. Trying to fool the defence. He got through two. And it was Lovren in the end that got it away once again. Lovren's best asset to the Liverpool team so far seems to be his organisational skills at the back, but he has made a few glaring mistakes for Liverpool so far in his first few days. He's risky bringing in a player from a smaller club to a bigger club. Oh, it's fallen to Chadley! Wonderful save from Mignolet out of nothing. Tottenham had an amazing chance, and Chadley cannot believe that he hasn't scored there. He got a brace last weekend against QPR. It's floated through. Lovren missed the header because of Adebayor's pressure, and Chadley drilled it against Mignolet one-on-one, and Mignolet had to guess which way that was going, really. In fact, it wasn't too far away from it. Chadley should have done better, but Mignolet nonetheless with a good save, and it is another Tottenham Hotspur corner. Eriksen to provide. Balotelli heads clear. Capoue. Bentaleb. Eriksen tries to hook it in. It's towards Adebayor and Dyer. I think it was handled there by Emmanuel Adebayor. Can't believe how that came out of absolute nothing, the Chadley chance. Capoue just hit it forward towards Adebayor, and it's a good run from Chadley, to be fair, but he needs to put that in the far corner. It was a powerful strike that Mignolet was equal to in the end. But what I was saying about Dejan Lovren, who was dealt with it once again. He no disrespect to Southampton, but they aren't a big club like Liverpool are. And Lovren was absolutely superb for Southampton last season. Their defence was complemented throughout the season, and That's why he attracted the interest from Liverpool after just a season with the Saints. And, well, was it just a good season? I think he is a great defender, Dejan Lovren. I don't think it's a risk bringing him here, but it could be seen as that by some. Now it is a corner in by Gerrard. All on the ground to Balotelli, who puts another shot off target. He smashed that right up into the heavens. And it's a good training ground move. Balotelli's lost his man there, and it bobbled. It wasn't the best delivery from Steven Gerrard. He couldn't get over it and couldn't keep it down, and ends up smashing it way into Rose's head. Rose. Bentaleb. Capu. Great swerving ball out wide to Dyer. Lamela. Capu. Couldn't dance around Joe Allen. And as the first half is beginning to draw to a close, I think it's been a very, very even game. Both sides have had glaring chances. I mean, Chadley's was the best for Spurs. I mean, Balotelli's had about 3 for Liverpool that he could have scored, and could easily be a better game if, well, I think both teams are defending well as well. For starters, there's been a few mistakes by the defenders that has invited pressure, but it's just made for a fantastic opening half. Not a goal fest, but we've definitely seen some great action here at White Hart Lane. 1 minute added on for stoppage time in the first half as Liverpool break forward here. Manquillo headed on to Sturridge, and I think that's Raheem Sterling that's been fouled there as he tried to win the ball in the air. He was clattered into the back of him by Etienne Capoue. Didn't feature much in his first season at White Hart Lane. A lot of people thought it was a pointless signing, but Mauricio Pochettino certainly has a place for him. Gerrard tried to play it quickly to Sterling, and it was a poor pass. Gerrard has not had a good day at the office going forward, but his pressure was enough to make Eriksen lose concentration and dribble out of play. And that is half time. Leave your thoughts about the game in the comments section below as we reach half time with the Tottenham score, or the match score: Tottenham Hotspur 0, Liverpool 1, courtesy of Raheem Sterling. And Super Mario is yet to score for Liverpool on his Liverpool debut. He's had chances, and we'll see if he can in the second half. We will be right back in about 15, 20, 25 minutes with the second half. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave your comments in the description to share with us your thoughts on the first half, or tweet me at @the1sport. Thank you for listening. On his Liverpool debut, he's had chances, and we'll see if he can in the second half. We will be right back in about 15, 20, 25 minutes with the second half. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave your comments in the description to share with us your thoughts on the first half, or tweet me at @the1sport. Thank you. Hello, and we're back. Just in time for the second half here. Whew. That was close. I missed that. I need to start coming back a bit earlier for the second half. But welcome back to Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool. After the first half, we left the score as Tottenham Hotspur 0, Liverpool 1. After a very evenly contested game, lots of chances. We could have easily seen a few more goals, and we've seen a great game so far. So I hope you're enjoying listening to it. Yeah, so we kicked off. Gerrard tried to whip in a free kick there. It was headed away. And we're going to delve straight back into the action. No changes as far as I know. Made at half time. Would have had a notification on my phone by phone. Yeah, sorry. Right. Lamella's breaking down the left wing now for Tottenham. And the clearance by Manquillo was deflected against Nathan Chadley in the end. Ended up going out for a Liverpool goal kick. Right now, second half starts in lively spirits for the Liverpool fans, as all you can hear right now around White Hart Lane is "We are Liverpool." I'm gonna try and sort things out so you can get fan noise soon. That's what I'm gonna try and work on with these things in the future. Here is Henderson. Sturridge's control was poor. He ended up backheeling it into the air to Allen. But Allen headed back to Sturridge, so it's well played there by Joe Allen to keep it, and he's danced inside. He's gone down. Liverpool have a penalty. Eric Dyer has provided Tottenham Hotspur with 2 goals already this season, the young centre-back. And he's just tugged Joe Allen as he got away from him there. Just a slight pull. Joe Allen goes to the ground. I've got to say, that looks like a penalty to me. Sometimes you see, do you know what, like he's gone down easily, not enough contact, he's dived, things like that, but they get given, and for me that's a penalty. So they've got the best penalty takers in the Premier League right now, Liverpool, with Steven Gerrard, Ricky Lambert on the bench, and Balotelli's not taking it. Even the Balotelli, in my opinion, is the best penalty taker in the world right now. Hugo Lloris stands big. Steven Gerrard scored plenty of these last season. And it is. Steven Gerrard steps up. Save. Oh, it's converted. Liverpool 2-0 now against Tottenham Hotspur. Vital early lead for Liverpool. That will throw Mauricio Pochettino's team talk right out of the window there. As I don't think that's the way he planned it. Normally you see better penalties from Gerrard than that. Lloris got a big glove to it, but it was a powerful penalty. And well, to be fair, it was a really good penalty. You've just seen better from Steven Gerrard. So Liverpool lead 2-0 now against Tottenham Hotspur at White Hart Lane. Ian Rush and Kenny Dalglish jumped to their feet to celebrate Liverpool's goal. Liverpool did get a nickname on Twitter last season, Penalty Pool. I'm sure right now that'll be the exact same again, I'm sure. Anyway, Kabul to Rose. This is going to be a lively second half. Now Spurs will go all out. Liverpool have got such pace, they'll counter-attack. I can see we've seen a second. I can see us now seeing a few more goals. So Rose with the throw for Tottenham Hotspur. All the way down the line to, well, in the end to Manquillo's head. Bentaleb laid it off for Chadley to run onto, who poked it against Manquillo and wins another throw for Tottenham Hotspur. Capu in plenty of space. He was screaming for that, and Kabul has gotten very lucky there. He tried to, if Kabul didn't miss the ball there, then they would have capitalised on at Liverpool, because basically the ball is played into Kabul and he tried to square it across the pitch to the right fullback to Eric Dyer, and he stepped over the ball and it hit his heel and bounced in the other direction. So he's very lucky there, Yunus Kabul, because Sturridge would have for definite intercepted that if he got some good contact on it. So another worry for Spurs. Kabul that time a bit cooler under pressure. and does well. Rose, and bundled to the ground by Mario Balotelli. That's his third foul of the game. I can't see him getting away with too many more like that, but it's a definite barge in the back there by Mario Balotelli. Danny Rose went down holding his arm, but I think he's alright now. He did look to have fallen on it. Lovren heads towards Henderson. Hooks it over his head back into the sky. Sterling, Henderson, Sturridge, Balotelli. Oh, and a quick move that looked like it might happen for a second there. Broke down just as fast as it started. Lovren. Manquillo down the line, headed up by Danny Rose. Well, here is Lamela dancing through, and Henderson really did commit a foul there. Bad foul from Jordan Henderson. Once again, what you can hear right now is the Liverpool fans inside Tottenham Hotspur keeping the decibel level fairly high. So Pochettino does not look happy, and he doesn't want to see Spurs trounced like Liverpool like they were last season. Eriksen's cut out a Mamadou Sakho pass. Sakho uses his strength to win it back. Chadli, it's just a scramble at the moment, and Chadli's ball was just too far ahead for Adebayor. Dangerous, but Adebayor wasn't on his heels quick enough running for it. Just a moment of absolute scramble on the edge of the box. You thought Sakho had messed up, then you thought Sakho had dealt with it, and it just didn't go well. Adebayor cuts inside, he went for the shot from the tight angle. Didn't look like it was ever going in, but the block still needed to be made by the Liverpool skipper and now goal scorer, Steven Gerrard. Christian Eriksen, it's the first time he's been able to swing a corner in on that far side. And Stevie G away at the near post is the cry. You just heard away Stevie. And that is exactly what happened. Steven Gerrard got it away well. Eriksen. Lamela. Dancing feet. Beautiful play there. He's inviting a few tackles there from various players. Gerrard was the first to clip him. Then it was Balotelli. And Mario Balotelli laughs it off. And commits another foul. So I genuinely think one more for Balotelli and he's got to be booked. That's 4 fouls now. So dangerous position for a cross now for Tottenham Hotspur. It's Lamela on the far side to swing it in. It's a good ball and poor header by Dyer. He's really not happy there. He's desperate to redeem himself after giving away that penalty. Danny Rose for Tottenham. He's just dinked it forward towards, I think that's Chadli, who's danced away from Lovren. Chadli across the box, and it wasn't good enough for Lamela to get onto the end. Here's Rose. Oh, great flick away there by Jordan Henderson. And Liverpool escape once again. Sterling tries to reach Sturridge, but Kabul gets there. Dyer tried to guide it round Manquillo, but it went to Sterling, and Sterling's ball was poor to Sturridge. Dyer's done very well there to keep it, and it's ended up deflecting to Sakho. Sturridge touched on to Sterling, and it looked like the attack was going to happen there, but Daniel Sturridge was offside. Good decision. Tottenham are doing their utmost to try and get back in this game, and they're struggling. Liverpool are a top side these days, especially under Brendan Rodgers. They really are. He's converted this side into a potentially title-winning side. I mean, they were points away last season. They can do it again. Lamela. Chadli. Shots from man on the crowd to assist him. Eriksen's shot, and you could tell that was going to be a pile driver. if Joe Allen didn't come across and block it out for a corner. It's Eric Lamela to take it. He wanted to take it short. He did take it short, riskily though. Eriksson managed to keep it somehow. Lamela easily around Sterling. Eriksson. Oh, is he gone for the lob? And oh, Mignolet's caught that. You just weren't sure then if that was going to go over Simon Mignolet into the back of the net, but it would have been a cruel one to concede for Liverpool, and it would have been a poor one to concede for Simon Mignolet. 65% possession in the opening 11 minutes to Tottenham of this second half, so we'll see how that keeps developing. But they've had the stronger start, let's be honest. It's Mario Balotelli looking to work an angle. He got in between Bentaleb and Capoue for a second there, and I think it was Capoue that just got a toe to it to win the ball back Tottenham's way. Here is the man Capoue playing it out wide to Lamela, who invited tackles from Moreno there. And Moreno got 3 tackles in on him, but just couldn't keep the ball. Phil Dowd was casting a weary eye over that. Probably would have been given as a foul for a bit of rough play there by Moreno, but ended up in Tottenham's possession with a throw-in nonetheless, so it didn't really matter in the end. Eriksson, good turn, but Gerrard was there, picking up the pieces as he has done all game. For Liverpool, Vertonghen back to Lloris. Capoue looking to carry it forward. He's got his head up. He's looking for a pass. Finds Emmanuel Adebayor well. He's dropped deep there to pass it to Kabul. Pressure from Allen that drove him backwards. And Lamela's just taken his eye off the ball there. Lost concentration. And it's gone through his legs and out for a throw-in to Liverpool. Off the pace to Eric Lamela. You don't want this kid to take a knock in confidence, because he looks one of the best players in the Premier League. Chadley, Adebayor trying to work a shot, couldn't, and he should have laid it back off to Chadley, but Manquillo got a foot in just in time, and Mignolet's out there shouting at his defence. He wants it cleared up quicker. Rose to take the throw, and Tottenham taking the time with this one. I don't really think they can find an option. And the ref used this time to allow a substitution, while Tottenham are wasting time pretty much anyway. And it's a double substitution for Tottenham Hotspur. The first one of which is Christian Eriksen is going to be replaced by Andros Townsend, who really is, on his day, he's a fantastic player, and he will be dangerous for Liverpool to deal with. The second substitution is promising Algerian prospect Nabil Bentaleb is going to be replaced by Moussa Dembele. So I think that's going to be like for like, unlike Eriksen and Townsend. I think Chadley might slot in behind Adebayor, keep Townsend out on the right, and then put Lamela on the left. And Andros Townsend's first involvement is to give it away to Alberto Moreno, who's got blister in place. He's still going. He goes for goal, and Alberto Moreno scored his first goal for Liverpool. It's 3-0 now at White Hart Lane, and Tottenham Hotspur are now being demolished. Alberto Moreno, it's a nightmare for Andros Townsend. You really do have to feel for him. He gives it away, and then the young left back just blitzed it up the field. Eric Dyer was nowhere to be seen because he'd gone forward on the overlap. And Kabul needs to come across and deal with it quicker. There needs to be more covering in the defence there. And it's too easy for Alberto Moreno. He just dispossesses Townsend, drives a good 50 yards, and it is a perfect shot into the bottom corner. You did think for a second there, is he going to mess it up? It's a lot of pressure on him. Every step he took would have been that little harder for him, and it's a perfect finish. It's the only place in the goal that Moreno could have finished without Lloris saving it. So the score is now Tottenham Hotspur 0, Liverpool 3, and a lot of heads have dropped here at White Hart Lane. And you're used to seeing Liverpool trouncing Tottenham these days, aren't you? So we got double substitution now for Liverpool as they score a goal. Emre Can, who's arrived from Bayern Leverkusen, is coming on to replace Joe Allen. So I think that's more defensive because Emre Can's a really versatile midfielder slash defender. I think he's going to sit a bit deeper than Joe Allen was currently sitting. And the second Liverpool change is debutant Mario Balotelli going off, and he's really has made an impact here. And it is Mario Balotelli to go off for another new boy, Lazar Markovic, the teenager from Benfica. And he showed a bit of promise, didn't he, against Manchester City when he came on. We'll see what he can do here with a 3-0 lead instead of a 3-goal deficit to overcome. So we can finally kick off now after that third goal went in. And Spurs attack straight away. And Lamela just holding on to it over Sterling. There was a bit of afters there, but it was nothing really. Just a bit of tugging once the ball had gone from both of them. Townsend played the ball into Adebayor, and it was never the best ball. We want to see Andros Townsend back at his full form, because when Townsend came on, he was absolutely superb for Tottenham Hotspur. He'd just drive at defences, cut in on that left side, and often take a very, very nice shot at goal. He's got a great left foot on him. Here's Chadley. Adebayor instructed him to leave it. Chadley. Wasteful by Adebayor. He could have kept his position in the box, kept the attack going. Capu. Dyer. Townsend. Promising position now for Tottenham. Oh, and Townsend, he's done nothing right after coming on. Misplaced a pass, misplaced a dribble, misplaced a cross, and he's been muscled off the ball by Dyer. Here's Townsend again, looking to redeem himself. Loses it again, Townsend. He's had a pretty miserable start to proceedings, but I'm sure we'll see a lot more of him in a better light this season. So Alberto Moreno, I've been absolutely impressed with in his first 3 games for Liverpool. He has been superb, and he's really answered their critics at left back. I mean, Jose Enrique has never been the greatest. I mean, you've had players like Ali Sissoko coming in, and there's been others as well. I can't think of any names off the top of my head, but Liverpool just haven't been able to fill that void, and I think they finally found the kid to do so, and it's youngster Alberto Moreno. Another one that some people would consider a gamble. I tell you what, a lot of Liverpool signings have been gambles this season. I mean, Balotelli 100%. You don't know how he's going to perform. Adam Lallana, has he just had 2 good seasons, and could he be another Stuart Downing for them, who had great seasons for Aston Villa, came to Liverpool and flopped? I mean, there's been loads. Emre Can, more comfortable signing. I mean, he's just a solid player. He's always going to do a good job for the team. As is Ricky Lambert, he's a good reinforcement. But then Divock Origi, he went back out on loan, so there's no real risk there. But there have been a few. I think the big 3 for me that are risks are Moreno, Lallana, and Lovren. But Lovren's a solid defender. I think the signs are going to be all great for Liverpool because they are playing well, especially under Brendan Rodgers. He could make any player play well. He's one of the best coaches in the world right now. Here's Markovic accelerating towards the Liverpool goal, and it was cut out in the end by Moussa Dembele, who was covering Danny Rose at left back. So Liverpool have a corner. Once again, if you can leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments section below. It'd be nice to see what other people see and think. So, Liverpool corner. Jordan Henderson to take this one over Gerrard. It's gone all the way through, and I think it's just poked away there by Lamela in the end. It's back in towards Sturridge. And I don't know what Daniel Sturridge has done there. He's towed it. I've no idea what Daniel Sturridge has done there. He's just towed it straight out for a goal kick, almost near the corner flag, just under no pressure really, and I think he's just completely misexecuted his ball or shot. I don't know what it could have been, but did have options. Daniel Sturridge. He's very much a one-footed player, isn't he? He does try to always use that left foot, but it is a good left foot when he can execute, like we know he can. Daniel Sturridge finally found his place at Liverpool. Disappointing spells. He looked promising when he was at Manchester City. Then when he went to Chelsea, he was predominantly played out wide, and it just never worked for him playing on the wing. But playing as a number 9 at Liverpool has been superb for him, and we have seen at last Daniel Sturridge's class at 24, 25 years of age now. Here is Sturridge coming inside and shooting, and Lloris could do nothing but parry wide because it bounced right in front of him. Speak of the devil, Daniel Sturridge, really quick feet there. The step overs were so quick to fool Vertonghen, and he gets the shot away. I think Lloris might see this late here. It's in the end, it's a good save. Happy to concede the corner, maybe not sure. This time it's Steven Gerrard to take back to his duties as corner taker for Liverpool. Gerrard into Lovren over the bar. Got it well there, Dejan Lovren. Really big jump. I think it might have been an inch too high for him. If he was a yard further back, maybe he would have got over that better, but it wasn't the cleanest header you'll ever see. He did get good contact over it, and you could see that he was going for that far post, but once again, the execution was what was lacking. Good ball in from Gerrard. Eric Lamela. Dyer to Capoue. Lamela. Twisting, turning, causing problems. Can Spurs do anything to even just get themselves a glimmer of hope? I think that's all they need, and then they'll be back pounding the Liverpool defence again, like they were for a while when they were 1-0 down. 2-0 down, they sort of gave up, and 3-0 down, then we've seen absolutely nothing going forward from Spurs so far since that third goal went in, courtesy of Alberto Moreno. Great ball into Adebayor over the bar. There's another header onto the roof of the net from Emmanuel Adebayor, who's run around the goal to pick the ball up to try and hurry the proceedings along. Good ball in by Capoue. He's an inch onside there, Adebayor, just played on by Mamadou Sakho, the ex-Paris Saint-Germain defender, and well, he was unfortunate there, Adebayor, not to hit the target. I think he probably should have done, but there's not much he could have done hitting the target anyway. Tottenham Hotspur need more changes. I mean, they aren't using that, like Liverpool or another team, that they haven't used all their signings yet. Neither have Tottenham. We've only really seen Eric Dyer for Tottenham. There's been no Fazio, no Davies, no Vorm. I mean, I think we'll see maybe next week or the week after some new players in Tottenham shirts. And probably for Liverpool, I don't know when Lallana's fit. A few players. Good ball in towards Lovren. It's only really Lovren that starts for Liverpool. And Moreno, Manquillo. Great play there from Emre Can. He's found Sterling eventually after a great run. He's coming inside. Wonderful from Raheem Sterling. Oh, and it's a poor finish. That is one of the best pieces of dribbling. It was Messi-esque. This lad is special. He is going to, in my opinion, mark these words, he is going to be the best English player of all time. Raheem Sterling is special. He dribbled through 4 or 5 plays there effortlessly, and then tried to effortlessly finish and towed it straight at Hugo Lloris. Maybe needs to work on the finish there, but it was Messi-esque. We have a star in the making here at Liverpool FC, and I hope his progress carries on as quickly as it is right now. Here's Andros Townsend. He looked like he was going to be the next big thing for England until really Raheem Sterling hit the scene. So let's see anyway. Capoue, Lamela. Lamela penalised there for a foul on Steven Gerrard. And Sterling does amazing. Emre Can drives a good 30 yards there to tow it to Sterling. He's just walks through players. And it's way too comfortable with the finish. Way too easy for Sterling. That was unbelievable. Remember, he will be, I assure you, England's best ever player, or at least up there. Brendan Rodgers can afford to smile though, because of the 3-goal lead they already have. Sterling will be devastated he didn't answer that. And speak of the devil, on comes new left-back signing Ben Davies for Tottenham Hotspur on for Danny Rose. So we'll see how he does in the Tottenham shirt. Danny Rose is injured, I think. He's gone straight down the tunnel with a physio by his side. With 18 minutes remaining now, Liverpool still lead 3 goals still at White Hart Lane. I think there's one more goal in this game. Ben Davies' 2 destinations were either Liverpool or Tottenham, and they're both playing today. And right now he's probably thinking to himself, he picked the wrong team. Joking, of course. I think he's set to do big things at Tottenham. He's a promising left back. It's given straight to Sterling there, poorly. Henderson with a shot took like 3 or 4 ricochets between him and Vertonghen there. It was just pinball, and ended up in Lloris's arms. Great header there from Lovren. He committed himself and did fantastic. He left his position, came across and dealt with it really well there, Lovren. He's a good leader. So that's an example. Just had a few iffy moments in the Liverpool shirt so far. Townsend. Dembele. Here is Capoue. Nice little slip through to Lamela. Adebayor. Lamela. Chadley. Great play this is. And it's a wonderful tackle in the end by Lovren, as Adebayor looked to finish off what would have been a superb move just by getting through. And there's a foul for Tottenham Hotspur there. Raheem Sterling commits it and is booked by Phil Dowd. I think it was on Yunus Kabul. He just tripped in there. Kabul went to ground. Complete size difference, isn't there? I mean, you don't need to be a big lad to knock another big lad over. Sterling's only little and just caught him off balance, really. Markovic. Mankio. Henderson. Markovic. Mankio. Great play between those 3 around some Tottenham shirts. And Gerrard, when he arrived on the scene, was under pressure and hoofed it down line to Vertonghen. It was out of play, and then Vertonghen threw back to Hugo Lloris. Kabul forward towards Adebayor. Lamela couldn't quite get there. Henderson. Markovic. He's going to be another big star. And that is a wonderful ball from Markovic to Sterling, who's coming inside. He wants a shot. You can tell he's hungry. And then it's poked straight at the near post by Raheem Sterling. He's just dribbling well, and every time he gets to the goal, he's done so much. He's run out of fizz. And that's it. Townsend tried to go away from Chan, then cut inside, and Chan used the stop in Townsend's sprint to get back and cut it out. Capoue. Ben Davies. "15 minutes remain, and Lamela looking to create something here for Spurs. Chadley. Got nothing forward. Back to Capoue. He's had a good game today, Capoue. He sort of was at fault for the first Liverpool goal, not tracking runs, but he's had a good solid game in centre mid overall. Lamela's ball in, headed away at the near post by Sacco. Dyer. Townsend. Lamela. Dyer again. We know Eric Dyer can strike it. He's got a really great free kick on him for a centre back. I think he's going to stay makeshift right back until Kyle Walker recovers. Then we might see him in field in his best position. Chadley drops his shoulder, gets away from Manquillo, and crosses straight at Mignolet. He didn't really have anything in the box to aim for anyway. Spurs' heads really did drop after that second went in, and then it just put the nail in the coffin when the third was added. So they haven't been the same since, and Spurs not having that sort of attacking attitude now. They're sort of just playing the game out, half-heartedly going for goals, and like I just said, Etienne half-heartedly. Etienne Capoue just hoofs it forward, hoping that Adebayo's going to be there, but he wasn't. I think when Spurs' head drops, that was really game over, and Liverpool could see it out comfortably. Markovic flicking it round defenders, but here is Adebayor away from Lovren, who committed way too high up the pitch. He's still got men to beat though. Adebayor couldn't find anyone. It was cut out by Moreno, who's once again had a super game, and I think he's my man of the match today, Alberto Moreno. There's been a few. Got another goal, by the way. Hull have pulled one back against Aston Villa. Nikita Jelavic with 16 minutes to go in that game, so it'll be an exciting finish there at Villa Park. 2-1 to Aston Villa. Sterling. Sturridge dancing round Vertonghen. Tackled by Davies, sends it to Henderson. Markovic, Henderson, Sturridge. Emre Can. Liverpool really looking to build here. It's Alberto Moreno. And he didn't really have anything on. He's gone all the way backwards to Mamadou Sakho. Mignolet. Sees it back there, Mignolet. Off Sakho again. Oh, and sounded painful there. I think it was Manquillo that sort of yelped as he was in an aerial duel, but nothing spectacular. Leicester City versus Arsenal is up next, and I will be covering that as well for you live on Total Football. Great ball through to Chadley here. Chadley looking for something. He paid it back to Dembele, who under pressure was forced away from the Liverpool goal. Townsend, great play there. And he's found absolutely nobody. He's had a nightmare of a day, to be fair, Andros Townsend, and he'll be hoping for much, much better days to come. So Pochettino is on the touchline, shouting commands at his player, urging him to keep their heads up and just keep putting effort in to try and get a goal, because it matters. It really does matter. When you look back at a game and say, oh, I lost 3-0, or you can look back at a game and say, oh, I lost 3-1, I lost 3-2, I lost 4-3. You know, you'd rather hear that you lost it closely and put in a good game than saying that you lost 3-0. It's going to be demoralising looking back at this scoreline. So I think Pochettino's trying to drill that into the players' heads that they need a a goal just to keep their heads up and to try and take something away from this game and give something to the home supporters. As it remains, it's still Tottenham Hotspur 0, Liverpool 3, 10 minutes remaining, plus stoppages. And the ball there from Lovren took a dodgy bounce and out of play. Throw into Capoue. Lamela picks it up now. Driving through the centre, and he's complaining he had absolutely no options, and to be fair to him, he did. I think Tottenham Hotspur played a lot better with Bentaleb on the field rather than Dembele. And also, I think that Eriksen was having a good game rather than Townsend. So I think, well, obviously the substitutions wouldn't have had much of an impact at all on the game because it was 3-0 after they came on due to a Townsend mistake. But it was already 2-0 with those substitutes still on. I just think they had more of a chance in the game with those players still on the field than the current two they have now instead. Saka. Moreno. All the way back to Mignolet, who's taking his time on it a bit and played it coolly out wide to Markovic, who tried to head it on to Chan, and it didn't really fall for him. And Tottenham have it back now. Lamela running at the defence. Oh, and it's behind Adebayor, Adebayor just seems to have given up. He really does. He's just won't compete with anything. He's not contesting. He's walking around the field with his head down. And to be honest, that's the story for a lot of Spurs players right now. Vertonghen commits too early. Sold by Sturridge. Henderson. To Lazar Markovic. Emre Can. Moreno. Dangerous position for Liverpool. Sterling. Sturridge. Oh, he completely sold Dembele there. He fake shotted to send him one way, pretending to take the shot, dragged it back, and then that time he took it on his right, Sturridge, which he wouldn't often do, but he sort of had no choice there and plays it out of play for a goal kick. Tottenham only had 7 attempts to Liverpool's 17. And Tottenham have only had 1 on target to Liverpool's 8. But you still think they could have taken something from this game because they have had 2 golden opportunities with Adebayor and Chadley both coming close. Dyer's whipped that one in. Adebayor didn't make the right run. Just too deep. Ben Davies. Capoue. Dembele. He shook off Emre Can to find Townsend. Townsend trying to cross. He's put it back onto his left. Dyer. There's Davies trying to drive forward down the left. And it didn't actually go for a throw. Oh, it did further down the line with a bit of spin on it. Lamela's taking it quickly, and they are trying to get a goal now from this Tottenham. It's more like what you could have said over the last 10-20 minutes after that Alberto Moreno goal went in on the 60th minute. Chadley. Chadley linked with a move away from Spurs quite often this summer, but he started the season superbly, and he's definitely a key player for them now, Nacer Chadley. Dyer driving inside. Here's Lamela. Considered it. Davies crossed in. It's a good ball, and Adebayor and Lamela going each other's way there. Dembele's done well using his strength against Sturridge. Chasing the ball down like a dog with a bone. Dembele. Great play there to Lamela, who pokes it through to Adebayor. Wonderful tackle from Saka to prevent the goal, which was almost a certain goal. And then it turns out it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Adebayor was offside, but neither of the players knew that. He's quite obviously offside there. But Saka was back in a split second to snap and make that crucial challenge. So Liverpool's last substitution now. is Raheem Sterling, provided with the goals and a goal and a couple of moments of magic today. Raheem Sterling had a interesting word there with Brendan Rodgers. I think he looks a bit disappointed to be coming off with so little. He doesn't look happy, Raheem Sterling, right now, but on comes Jose Enrique. He's been out since November with a knee injury, so after almost a year out, it'd be great to see him back. It's one of the reasons Liverpool faced left-back problems last season. Here goes Kabul carrying it forward. Capu carrying it further forward now for Spurs. Hands in the air. Where is everybody? He says. Dembele coming inside once again. Capu. The White Hart Lane slowly starting to empty as the clock runs down. Doesn't look like much is going to happen. I thought the game would have one more goal in it perhaps, but it doesn't look that way now because Liverpool don't really need to try anymore, and neither do Tottenham because the game is already sort of sealed in a way. I think even a Tottenham goal right this second wouldn't save him now, because they just don't have enough time to get 3 goals, and there's no chance really for them. Here's Capu. Dembele. Lamela let it run, and he fouled Manquillo there in his attempt to sort of keep going. He's disappointed with that one. There's still a set amount of fans still in the stadium, of course, and that's the Liverpool fans still singing aloud. Henderson. Markovic. Does well there to actually find a pass there. Markovic, but Ben Davies cut it out. He was the furthest man back. Adebayor didn't win the header. Chadley nicks it round Gerrard, only for Sacco to rush out and give it straight to Chan. Gerrard spreads it to Moreno. Enrique. Moreno. The 2 left backs in competition, playing well together there. Both from Spain. And Townsend's done very well. And he did get his shirt tugged there. There was an advantage play, and it's a good ball from Townsend. Lamela had to wait a bit for it though. Now can he get a cross in? He's drove it all the way to the byline, and Markovic. It concedes a corner there. Alberto Moreno receives a booking there just for that tug on Townsend's shirt as he got away from him. The corner headed away, dealt with more than easily once again, and Spurs have had a massive amount of corners here. They really should have done something with them. Dyer into Townsend, who drills it across the box. It's a bit behind Lamela, a bit behind Chadley, and neither of them could do anything. Lamela tried a pivot on the spot and just couldn't get away from the 4 Liverpool shirts that surrounded him. Davies. Adebayor. Dembele. Okay, we've got a couple of contenders from another match. Moreno, Sterling, Henderson again putting in a great performance. There's been a few. Here is Adebayor. Townsend trying to set it on his left. Closed down quickly. Capu, Dyer. Serves trying to rescue a consolation. It's into Adebayor. He's having his shirt pulled. And it's exactly what Liverpool got a penalty for, but didn't happen for him. Lamella tried to 1-2 with Davies. Couldn't get it back to Davies. And lots of boos there. Definite shirt pull there. Lovren's basically ripping it off his back. He had hold of him for a while there. I think Phil Dowd should have given a penalty. He's had a great game today, the referee, but that should have been a penalty there for Tottenham. Not that it really would have mattered at all, but you know, no matter what the score is, you don't want to see bad decisions in football. Phil Dowd has had a great game today. Yunus Kabul. Here is Capu. One and a half minute remaining in stoppage time. 3 minutes were added on. And only just over a minute now remaining. Adebayor, great skill to get away. And the Tottenham fans are really appealing against some supposed injustice here late on in the game that really wouldn't have made a difference. So, it's a header by John Henderson, never a handball. Just a minute left now for Liverpool to run down the clock and see out this probable 3-0 victory. So in the last 3 games against Liverpool, against Tottenham, Liverpool have amassed a massive 12 goals in 3 wins. 5-0, 4-0 and 3-0. Will we see a 6-0 or a 2-0? Something we haven't seen yet between the two sides. Capu gives it Lloris to clear down the field towards Sacco. Pressure from Tottenham. Moreno driving down the left-hand side. Floats into the box to no red shirts who are forward. And that is it, guys. That is full time. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Liverpool 3. And I'd like you to leave your comments about what you thought on the game in the description. Make sure to go follow me on Twitter at the One Sport. Link will be in the description. If you want, you can join my Sky Bet League. Not Sky Bet League, Sky Sports Fantasy Football League. The league pin will be in the description. But we've seen a great game here. Second half wasn't as good as the first after that third goal, but a really great game. Goals from Raheem Sterling to open it. Steven Gerrard then converted a penalty. Then Alberto Moreno got his first goal for Liverpool after a great performance from him. Mario Balotelli's debut wasn't what he'd hoped to be. He would have hoped to get a goal, but he still did show a lot of promise. So, guys, thank you for watching, and we will on to cover Leicester versus Arsenal. So I'll see you later.